Hello, this is Val. I'd like to show you my Paris Rose journal. This is about take 10 of trying to make this video, and I keep on mucking it up, so this time I'm going to let it run, and hopefully if I stumble over words or make a mistake, you'll forgive me, because I think it's about showing you my journal and not so much about how well I can take a video. I hope so anyway. So the journal measures 8.5 inches by 6.25, and if you prefer that in metric, it's about 220 millimeters by 155. It has 48 double pages. I've decorated the front with a picture of the Eiffel Tower and the Paris Flower Market, and there's beautiful lace down the trimming this edge and a flower on this corner. The back is a very pretty paper featuring the Eiffel Tower and some gorgeous roses. On the side I have a boho tassel which I made. It has a lot of lace and ribbon in pink and cream. It has twine, beads, charms. It is detachable, so it can be removed if you don't like it, but it also could be used on a handbag or purse as a decoration. It's very popular apparently. It's closed with a pink ribbon. Let's have a quick flip through. French paper with a little tuck spot under there. This little corner belly band holds a card, a tag, and this book belongs to, which if the buyer likes, could be stuck in the front cover, but it's optional, so I've left it free of being affixed. Here we have a glassine envelope with a tuck spot either side. And in the little glassine envelope, I've made a little booklet just for some extra journaling space, and all coffee-dyed papers in there. Here I have attached some lace to a paperclip just as a decoration, because I just love all this daggy look of lace and things hanging out of the book, top and sides. So that's what I like. Some extra pages, just extra papers that are in it. This is actually a gorgeous paper from the kit that I used to make this journal, the basis of it anyway. There's a lot of other things that are not from the kit in this book, because that's how I like to make them. This page, for instance, is not from the kit, it's just one that I love. And I've made a pocket on the corner here to hold these tags, a couple of tags, and this gorgeous photo of the Eiffel Tower. Just love that. This is very old paper from a book that I took apart, and it's very delicate and fragile, and it's got this imprint of where it used to be in the old book. Some of the pages in the book are plain and some are lined, and so it gives you plenty of space to journal or stick your own photos, make your own personal touches to it. Doily. Here I've used a panel of the Eiffel Tower to create a side tuck, and in there's one of those lace-edged tags and a little card, which they're all good for journaling on the back. This little pocket holds a card of the Eiffel Tower and this little cute envelope that I've made from a book page. It has a card in there that says, "The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step," and it just tucks closed behind that flower. Little Eiffel Tower stamps on the edge of some of the pages. Just a page from an old diary. That's from a book about growing roses that I actually loved. Another tuck spot there. A little charm that I've hung off the lace on the side, and the little pins and one of the charms was given to me by Wendy Yates, who's a friend of my sister Bev. This is the middle of the first signature, and we see there's a couple of hearts on a string there. And that's just another card that's attached with a paper clip with lace on it, and the little stamp here is the Arc de Triomphe in France. It's also in France, in Paris. Another little notebook for journaling that just sits in that little pocket there. Other side of the doily, other side of that delicate tissue paper. A couple of tags and cards in that little tuck spot there created by the Paris sign. And here's a little library pocket with a tag inside of it, and that just tucks behind there. And that again is that other side of that pretty paper from the kit. The other side of the glassine envelope with a tuck spot, a card insert, and a little tuck the other side. The coffee stained paper, as you can see, is not terribly grungy. This is about the look that I like. If someone didn't want any staining, I can do that. If they wanted more staining, I can do that too. This is just my personal preference for the look of the paper. That's about as grungy looking as I like to go. Another pocket here with a couple of cards in there. And that's the end of the first signature and the beginning of the second. And again, we have the little trinket hanging off the side, and both the pin and the key were given to me by Wendy Yates. On this page I've used a card that I found elsewhere. It's not part of the kit, and it is "Paris is always a good idea," and that's a quote from Audrey Hepburn, and it creates a little tuck spot behind for a card for journaling on, and features some pretty lace across the bottom. Here is a little tuck spot that I've created by sticking some book pages together and trimming them with lace, and there's a tuck spot there, card inside, and a little tuck spot and the flowers at the back. Another tuck spot there. Here we have some music, and it's French music called Frère Jacques, which I think means Brother Jack. In this pretty pocket trimmed with lace, there are 3 items, 2 journaling cards of things, one's things to do, one's notes, and the other is a list of French love phrases like je t'aime, which means I love you. I can't pronounce them all, and maybe you can't either, but it looks pretty. And this is French advertising. Another page from the kit, and in it I've made 2 pockets using white paper, but also some of the paper of that kit, and there's a tag in there and a little card of delicious cakes. Another tuck spot with a card, and also this gorgeous photo from my collection of vintage ladies and couples. More music paper, fleurs, which I believe is French for flowers, and another tuck spot created with a card, and in it we have a little envelope, and in it says, "Let your joy burst forth like flowers in the spring." I always put some inspirational kind of sayings in my journals, or I try to, and I've chosen ones about love in this one, mainly because Paris is the city of love, and I thought that was appropriate. But I have other motivational, inspirational sayings if someone preferred something different. Again, here we go, the middle of the signature, we have our hearts on a string. Eiffel Tower music. A belly band with mot français postcard, and something that I found quite humorous. Wife says, "I love you." Husband says, "I love you too." Wife says, "Prove it, scream it to the world." The husband leans over and whispers in her ear, "I love you." Wife says, "Why'd you whisper it to me?" Husband said, "Because you are my world." I like that. A top tuck spot on this one with a postcard, rather modern, a vintage French postcard, and also this card where it says, "A wise physician said the best medicine for humans is love. Someone asked, what if it doesn't work? He smiled and answered, increase the dose." The other side of that French advertising page. And here I've created a pocket with a lace panel, and that's a beautiful lace that was given to me by my friend Jan Boyle. And there's another little booklet in there for some extra journaling space. A little pocket with a couple of cards in there, and another corner belly band with a card and a saying. It's "Live beautifully, dream passionately, love completely." This little card has the Eiffel Tower on one side and the Arc de Triomphe on the other. Both are in Paris, of course. And the other side of that book page turned into a tuck spot, and the little card that's in there. Then a little corner tuck with a couple of ephemera stuck in there. We come to the back of the book, and we have another page made out of a book page with several tuck spots there, and another one that goes out there. It can also have something at the very back. This particular picture is a bit big for it, so I'll have to find something a bit more suitable and put that in there. And that's it. Look how gorgeous that looks at the side. I just hope you enjoyed looking at that, and thank you very much for letting me share my journal with you. Thank you.